These are the secrets to my 7-figure drop servicing business, and I have some harsh truths to reveal about this business model. So before we get started, we need to cover what drop servicing is. So I coined the term back in 2019, and since then I've seen many people butcher what it actually means. Drop servicing is a business model where you build an online agency through initially hiring freelancers to fulfill services for your clients using freelancing platforms such as Upwork or Fiverr before integrating those freelancers within your brand. So this allows you to build a legitimate agency over time by essentially starting for free. We don't just, outsource to freelancers long term because we want total control over the quality and delivery of our services, which only really comes from building long-lasting relationships with high-quality freelancers at a great price and essentially integrating them into your own team. So we can certainly hit high-quality standards through outsourcing in the early stages, as I'll show you shortly, but you start out by outsourcing the work to high-quality freelancers whose quality is usually verified through legitimate platforms like Upwork, because this enables you to have a service ready to deliver for free. And you aren't hiring the freelancers until after a client pays you, because they work on a per project basis, not an hourly employee contract. And this makes it very easy for a beginner to start a drop servicing business, since there are very low barriers to entry. You can source hundreds of high quality services, and you can find clients for those services without any investment, nothing. And as long as you put in the hard work and time, you're good to go. So the next thing is drop servicing is literally a marketing agency or SMMA. So an agency is a business that provides a service. So it's not just a marketing agency. As drop services, we might offer any one of hundreds of services that fall into all business categories, even business to consumer, such as selling resume writing services to college graduates. We aren't just focusing on social media marketing here, okay? Which is only one part of marketing, but all digital services. So calling drop servicing an agency is correct because it's a method of building an agency, but saying drop servicing is the same as SMMA doesn't really make sense, since we can sell a lot more than just social media marketing. You can build an SMMA with drop servicing as the method of creation, but you are not limited to, only offering social media marketing services in your drop servicing business. The next one that comes up is drop servicing is just outsourcing, okay? Drop servicing is not the same as outsourcing, even though we do use outsourcing when we begin selling new services. But as we begin getting clients, our freelancers become integrated into our company with contracts of their own and work within our own systems that we build. So we have total control over the system rather than outsourcing the process to another company that uses their system. Okay, so outsourcing is a tool that we use in drop servicing, but your ultimate goal should be to build long-term relationships and build your own delivery team. So with outsourcing, you can keep adding more services to your offer, slowly expanding your online agency over time. But many say you can't deliver a high quality service this way. I've heard it many times before. You can't deliver high quality services because you don't have any knowledge of the service. But the fact is, that's just a massive cope. You don't need a lot of knowledge about a service to be able to sell it, to be able to deliver it. You just need enough knowledge to be able to sell it, okay? Which you can gather by just doing research, talking to competitors, freelancers, and talking to your target market. Do you know who needs to have a lot of knowledge to deliver the service? Your freelancer who is delivering it, okay? And you can easily verify that they know what they're doing by reviewing their profile on the freelancer network. For example, Upwork will tell you how much they've earned, how many hours they've worked, what their rating is, what their success rate is, their reviews, their portfolio, and so much more. So you can certainly deliver high quality services without starting out with a lot of knowledge. But it's not hard to build enough knowledge to be able to sell it either. For example, think of an HR team. Do you think they are experts in every possible position the company needs to fill? No. They simply know what to look for in a specific candidate. So learn the basics about the services you want to sell by, again, talking to competitors, freelancers, and your target market. You want high quality freelancers with great reviews, high success rates, and high quality portfolios. But what about salespeople? Are they only trained to sell one product or service for the rest of their life? So it's pretty obvious, right? You don't need to be an expert in a service to be able to sell it. And guess what? Once you offer a service for a long time, you will inevitably become more and more of an expert in your chosen field anyway, just by talking to your team on a daily basis, reading your clients' feedback, and so on. But for example, I have an animated video business. Do I know how to create an animated video? No, I can't do it myself, but I know how to manage a team that delivers that service, okay? So thinking that, a freelancer won't be able to do something as well as you is an egocentric viewpoint, okay? You don't necessarily have better skills or knowledge than these freelancers, and you're a business owner. Your job is to build the system and fill its positions with team members who are better at what they do than you. So why don't clients just use freelancers, okay? In an ideal marketplace, clients would naturally gravitate towards the most cost-effective services that offer the highest quality, right? However, as observed in economic reality, this rarely occurs. Instead, this market thrives on differentiation, branding, strategy, sales. It all plays a pivotal role in influencing the caliber and quantity of clients that you can attract. So, for example, when an offer is crafted to assist retail stores in boosting repeat business, and we send an email outreach, the clients evaluate it based on its merit. They typically do not invest the time and effort required to go out and find many other different options beyond our offer. That's market differentiation. And next is basic human nature. We want to minimize our time and effort. And third, and most crucial, is value creation, okay? In the drop servicing model, the focus is not merely on connecting freelancers with clients. Instead, it involves establishing a system that provides clients with high quality services while demanding minimal time and energy on their part. So clients face a significant time and resource burden when seeking out and managing freelancers themselves, okay? I've had so many clients come to me and say, we worked with freelancers, they did a really good job, we want to work with an agency now. Not all clients prioritize saving money. They want excellence, they want professional work, and they want it all done for them. So the most important thing in drop servicing is finding high quality freelancers at the lowest price possible. So companies generally decide to work with you versus just a freelancer because first of all, they perceive you as being high quality and they perceive it as much easier than going and looking at all these different freelancers and needing to hire someone. The next common question is, why don't freelancers steal your clients? Okay, that comes up a lot and it's a common question, but it's never happened to me or anyone I know, and it's an unlikely scenario for several reasons. Okay, typically contractor agreements include non-compete clauses that legally prevent freelancers from soliciting clients. However, the primary deterrent is that it's an unwise strategy for both parties involved. Okay, so think about this. The team essentially operates as an extension of the business, okay? They get a continuous stream of projects from you. You're delivering constant projects to your freelancers. So attempting to steal one of your clients is going to jeopardize that relationship with you. They're no longer going to be getting any more projects from you. So they stole one project from you, but they miss out on the hundreds of projects that you were bringing to them, okay? It just wouldn't make sense. Then even if they were to reach out and say something like, I work with company and can offer a cheaper rate or whatever, it's highly unlikely the client would even accept that, right? Okay, that approach raises so many red flags. They seem like an untrustworthy person, and the client is probably unlikely to do it. They're more likely to come to you and say, hey, one of your employees came to me and tried to sell this. So it's a valid concern, it's a common question, but it just does not happen because of those reasons. It doesn't benefit the freelancers to steal clients because you're bringing constant projects to them. The next common one is drop servicing is not new. Drop servicing might not be new, but we've seen similar things like service arbitrage, outsourcing, and agencies for a while now. But in my eyes, drop servicing has popped up as the new best way to make money online recently, especially with the advent of what we can do with AI. By giving it a new name, I really wanted to highlight all the cool options that we now have thanks to the internet and the global market. So we can start for free with it, and all you need to do is find a service, create a solid offer, and connect with possible clients using free methods like email or social media outreach, advertising, and so on. And yeah, again, we can get started for free. There's no inventory, there's no ads, there's no employees, and not to mention we have hundreds of services we can sell, hundreds of niches that we can sell those services to. So there's so many options with drop servicing. Drop servicing doesn't work. That's not one that I get very often. It's very easy to prove wrong. And I mean, not only do most companies do some form of drop servicing anyway, like outsourcing certain services, but I created the best course in the market for drop servicing. So I'll just put some of our members' results on screen here for you. I'll put, for example, one where one student got $70,000 in a single sale. Some get $20,000, some get $1,000 sales. But in our private community, we have people posting sales every day and helping each other along the journey. So it's pretty obvious that it works, but of course people are skeptical and will never believe their own eyes no matter what I show them, whether it's screenshots, recordings, or actually, just taking them into my bank and showing them the cash in the bank account. Obviously, I can't guarantee results because I don't know you and it's up to you to take action, but I can guarantee I'll show you exactly how myself and all of these people get results. So if you want to learn more about, what drop servicing can do for you, then check out the free training in the description below this video. Another one that has come up before is drop servicing is not ethical. Some people argue that drop servicing lacks ethics, but let's break it down, okay? Honestly, it's all about a value exchange where everyone wins. Clients get a high quality service, freelancers get tons of projects at a rate that they agreed to, and you as a drop servicer make a profit, which you rightfully deserve since you handle, the marketing, the sales system, everything in between, whether by yourself or with a team of virtual assistants and softwares doing everything for you. So you're essentially establishing a system that brings services to those who need them, some of whom might not have found them otherwise. So it's straightforward. You're running a business that sells services. We don't assume that builders in a contracting company are unhappy, for example, right? They agree to build, for example, a house at an agreed upon rate and the company profits. That's just capitalism, trading time and skills for money. And if that principle, bothers you, capitalism might not be your cup of tea, you might want to move to North Korea. And don't forget, not every skilled individual wants to juggle running a business or tackle sales and marketing. So freelancers linking up with an agency, they cut down on costs of reaching out to potential clients and time finding and managing potential clients, okay? So no one is forcing anyone to do anything. The freelancers agree to work with you, the clients agree to work with you, and it's really a win-win scenario. Everyone brings something to the table and everyone leaves happy. And fundamentally, that's how drop servicing operates. Next, people say drop servicing is not free. Look, investing more, whether it's time, energy, or money, usually means that you'll see more from your business. But guess what? You can start drop servicing for free, okay? I didn't have a website or a portfolio. I just had a Google Drive folder with some example work for my freelancers that I would then send to the client and get sales. So the less money you have to invest, generally the more time and effort you have to invest. But here's the hard truth. When people say they failed because you can't start for free, it's often just because they didn't actually do anything in the first place. They just have excuses for not taking action. But not everyone is cut out for entrepreneurship, okay? It's not the easiest thing in the world. It's much easier to go work at McDonald's. But if you want to build a life for yourself, if you want to make money online and live the lifestyle you want, drop servicing is the best business model out there right now. Many people say drop servicing isn't easy, okay? But those same people would say the same thing about any business model. For example, entrepreneurs, they don't see building a business as difficult because they enjoy it. It's like playing video games for them, okay? It might take more effort, you might not get as many dopamine hits, but they simply enjoy building a business. Just like you might enjoy eating pizza and playing video games, okay? So I know some people who've shifted to drop servicing and say it's much simpler than other business models out there, but obviously all this stuff is subjective and down to personal preference. So whether you prefer drop servicing or some other thing is really up to you at the end of the day. Obviously I'm biased because it's my favorite business model, and now of course I coach people on how to do it. So when I say drop servicing is easy, it's relatively speaking compared to other business models. But if you're hoping that kickstarting any kind of business is going to be as straightforward as making a cup of coffee, then it's not true. People sell you these dreams, but they're not true. You're going to have to put in work, and I have seen people get sales within a week of starting, within a few weeks of starting, months. Some people even take a year. But the most important thing is that they did it, okay? I have one friend, for example, it took him 1 year to get his first sale in drop servicing. But today his business does $1 million a year. So do you think today that he regrets building his drop servicing business, even though it took him a year to start because he didn't have much time to put in it, he had a full-time job and all of that kind of stuff? No, okay, he doesn't regret it. He's happy as $1 million business. He's living that life of freedom. So those things are not important to even think about. You just need to decide for yourself whether you want to start a business and whether drop servicing is for you. And predicting a precise moment when you'll start getting sales and drop servicing isn't straightforward anyway, because it's influenced by so many factors. matters. The quality of your website, offer, copywriting, targeting, the capital you're willing to inject. It really comes down to your devotion, stability, and how you apply drop servicing strategies. So those were some of the common questions that I get about drop servicing, but feel free to comment below any questions you have for me and I'll personally respond to you. And if you want to learn more about drop servicing, check out the free 2-hour training in the description below this video and I'll show you how we do it, including templates of what to say to close clients, tutorials, click by click what to do. We'll give all of that to you for free. So check out the link in the description below this video. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.